The chilla of Hazrat Baba Fareeduddin Masood Ganje Shakar Rahmatullahi Ta'ala alayhi in Jerusalem. In the 13th century, Baba Fareed, a famous Sufi saint from Punjab, performed a chilla, which is an intense secluded worship in Jerusalem near Masjid al-Aqsa. The site became known as the Indian Hospice, which catered for the destitute for more than 800 years and still counting. Jerusalem was first captured by the second Caliph of Islam, Hazrat Umar ibn Khattab radiallahu ta'ala in 638. The Crusaders invaded Jerusalem and resided within its walls until the great Salahuddin al-Ayyubi, greater known to the West as Saladin, recaptured Jerusalem from the Crusaders in 1187. After the capturing, Saladin had the rock beneath the Golden Dome washed with rose water, symbolically purifying Jerusalem for the Muslim faith. To rebuild the Islamic faith and flourish Islamic beliefs, he welcomed the Sufis with open arms and encouraged popular devotion to the city's shrine. Thus, the greatest Sheikh of Islam from the Indian subcontinent alive in that era, Baba Fareed, was housed in the vicinity of Masjid al-Aqsa. His purpose was to outlay his spiritual blessings to its people and make them feel the love and warmth of Islam. This method of spreading Islam was adopted and perfected by the Sufia. Hazrat Baba Fareeduddin Masood Ganje Shakar Rahmatullahi Ta'ala alayhi belonged to the Chilla order of Sufis, a mystical brotherhood that flourished across the Asian and African continents. The Chistis mastered the art of adopting the traditional culture of the land and its people and mystically transforming it into the message of Islam. A typical example of this is Sama Qawwali. It was adopted from the land and its people of India, converted from music into Sama by using the name of God, which in return passed the message of Islam, which brought millions into the faith, thus making Baba Fareed the ideal candidate, and his work began. No one knows how long Baba Fareed stayed in the vicinity. He not only spread his message, but he also served at Masjid al-Aqsa. He spent his days sweeping the stone floors around Masjid al-Aqsa. He also had a cave inside the city's walls, which was used as his hujra. It was used for intense worship, and he did so whilst fasting. His worship began at night and his service was in the day. After some time, Baba Fareed had returned to the Punjab. As the head of the Chishtiya order, Indian Muslims passing through Jerusalem on their way to Mecca flocked to pray where he had prayed, to sleep where he slept, and to eat where he ate. Slowly, a shrine, a traveller's quarters, and the Indian hospice formed around the honor and memory of Baba Fareed. The first Indian pilgrims visiting the cave brought musical instruments and rendered verses written by Baba Fareed, mostly in Punjabi. This has been a custom since then, giving this little corner in Jerusalem a Chishtiya vibe. More than 8 centuries later, as you can see, Baba Fareed Center still exists and is the oldest building surviving since the conquest, apart from Al-Aqsa. The current head of the center is 86-year-old Muhammad Munir Ansari. Baba Fareed is a mine of salt and a world of sugar who planted the seeds of love throughout the world, and his fruits are still harvested to this day. As you can see, this is the cave where Baba Fareed made his chilla. The site can be visited when you are visiting Jerusalem and is a great achievement for the Chishtiya order.